Hopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting what do for a purse. Disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my next around.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the 29, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Play action. Now Kaepernick. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Mounties have taken the early lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 1st down, gone. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
To the air again. Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pass it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. William Jackson with a pick. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now Goff on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A handoff for Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's out to the flat for Gibson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to...
McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Goff now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Mounties use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Gibson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibson again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Gibson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
40 seconds to make.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And that run right there, just what the doctor ordered.
You talk about putting it all together for your offense, because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Mounties have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw, Kaepernick.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Kaepernick to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Kaepernick. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. To try here for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.